Keane could make it to that bottom fight if it was going to happen.
Gravity honestly showing a lot of inaction in the early game.
They're in a pink ward though.
Solo kill.
Really? I think there might have been a trap.
Yeah. He hasn't really shown much success on champions outside of Italy, which makes it all the more perplexing why they didn't first pick Italy. They let it fall to TSM. They give them that. This is
fighting phase. And Gravity has not been too keen on those. If they do
Here
not
we go.
have the lead, it could start right now, though. A jump in by Santorin. He goes down immediately. Can't really figure out which target he wants in the beginning.
Oh, nice.
He knocks back Lustboy, and they get the kills they want, so it's TSM overextending.
Oh, that's a pink
Right in
ward,
the pink
bud.
ward.
Oh, Move. This is not going to feel very good. He gets taken down. Another initiation. We saw the same thing in mid. Move gets himself into trouble alone. Altec gets hit up now. Winter's bite, but he's able to jump out. And Dyrus,
on the wrong side.
Dyrus not on the right side. Lulu ultimate is up. They're going to go ahead and use that onto Dyrus, and they should be good. Wild Growth keeping him safe. Lustboy hook. Nobody can really go in under that. Winter's bite almost hits the...
As soon as Move walked into the area, Hauntzer then ulted in, so it erupted into a 5v5, but TSM had the jump on it, which is the big reason they came out ahead in that fight.
And shuttle control. This Baron is
Probably wants
Baron's
that
gone.
covered.
You can't really face check this area.
Yeah,
you can see how
Gravity
scared
would watch
they
it.
are.
They have a scrying orb off cooldown, so they should be using it, and they should be charging that zone right
There
now.
it
They
is.
just popped the scrying
They'll
orb, but
get
it's
there a little late.
Vision. Santorin's actually quite low after this. That's going to be the smite down. Keane comes in very big,
Dyrus.
but Dyrus is around the wall. He's actually going to use Ragnarok to
goes.
get himself right out. Everybody dodges the hook. Move! That's a big hit by Move as he comes in with the ultimate. TSM's going to have to scatter on this one. Bjergsen and Dyrus both go down.
Yeah. The cost of that Baron actually is pretty high, though. TSM loses 2.
We've actually started doing that. Speaking
Good
of Move,
Whimsy.
he's going for an engage here. Going to the back.
See how quickly they can get this one. Dyrus going all the way
Dyrus.
through. He's actually on to Hauntzer, one of the tankier guys. They get Move in the front, though, and he goes down immediately. He's only got his jungle item.
No, definitely not. They're all about the mobility. So they do have all ultimates up except for the Braum ult on TSM side. So they
Dyrus
would
is
look to
going
fight.
again.
Effectively, this is working well for Team Solomid. From top to bottom, they have just been slowly shredding Gravity's health bars. Now finally bait them into that dragon fight and whittle them down even more. This may not be kills.
Now the
They're
Silver
definitely funneling in on this one. The focus is hard on the hunts there. Nothing's going to actually finalize the kill, though. Move is already down from previously. We'll see if he can come back up
They can
into
just
this
use the
fight
turret.
here.
Yeah, it synchronizes with a very large minion wave, which is all too convenient for TSM. This could actually be the inhibitor because there are not enough home guard boots on Gravity right now to recall and defend this.
1 kill for a turret and an inhib to pick up.
Baron, Azir crushes this thing. TSM slow on the recalls.
Much faster. Can he even
Baron.
steal it?
No, it's Baron.
Oh, boy. That was close.
Wow. So in getting the inhibitor, TSM 600 health he's going to be getting from pick shields. So it's if he puts both of those things onto Dyrus, it's an extra 1,500 health. It's basically a whole person on top.
Gravity is literally doing everything they need to not fail in one of these fights.
Right to
Now to
Dyrus.
Dyrus, the team's gonna go huge. Hauntzer doesn't get a taunt there, but it's still enough pressure to push Dyrus out with both summoners down now after that teleport was used.
That's disaster. TSM gives up Dragon for no contest and then loses their Ghost and Ultimate on
That's
their main
on the
engage, and then they fight!
What?
Altec takes the Lantern back. He's safe. Enough peel for him to dish out the damage on the back line. And Lustboy and the
can't
rest of the
reach
team, they can't close that. Hauntzer gives a quick shield, but he's also able to get that one out. His teammate goes down, and now Team Solomid back and forth with Gravity in the mid lane, and it looks like Bjergsen rather, on the Lulu, able to pick up any FuFuu here after the hook goes through. A triple kill for him as he comes out very big, and Santorin's able to clean up the turret from that Azir as they push down mid lane. Inhibitor coming in for Team Solomid. Looks like they may go down for the bot lane here. They're going to get mid, then bot.
They have their AD carry and a minion wave against just a Shen with long death timers. This might be the game. Oh my goodness.
Lustboy's ultimate was key in that. It kept Altec in range because he had to walk all over the slow field, and they picked him up, and then they just ran all over the team with the speeds. This was how this comp is built, and it worked out perfectly there. They're just going to end the game.
What a ridiculous fight to put Team Solomid in the base of Gravity at the end. Altec jumping out of Esports with the hashtag GV win or hashtag TSM win. We'll see. We'll get some damage on the turret with Hauntzer. No big deal. Actually, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yep.
Oh! It's that old song and dance. They take down Dyrus right away.
A really
Kind kind of predicted the walk from that pink ward just above, but they
they
don't have the area to fight in. They don't own this space just yet. Santorin giving some damage back to move, but a nice follow through. Bunny FuFuu gets there. They get the concussive blows to lock down. Unfortunately, it goes to Bunny FuFuu, but a kill is a kill, and that's the second one here for Gravity.
And it's the second game in a row TSM fails and invade in the same spot at the same time in the game, and suffers 2 deaths because of it.
With the same members.
With the same 2 people. Come on, guys, learn from what happens. In this one, they didn't have the adequate lane pressure in order to make...
It's like they are completely fine with Gravity taking this dragon.
Yeah, they do not have the vision control yet again to pull this off. Very big difference based on the early game. Incredibly slow move there, but now they're going for a fight. Their only win condition here.
This is going to be an area for Shockwave. Actually, it's down for Bjergsen. Let's see if they can get a good hit in. Glacial Fissure kind of separates it a bit, but they are all over the members of Gravity. That's Dyrus getting pushed out of the fight. Hauntzer's now on the backside. Turtle has a bit of peel for himself. A nice follow with the repel coming in and flash from...
TSM would have to face check in, but they don't want to fall too far behind. This is interesting. No waves are pushed, so TSM is walking headlong into Gravity. Come in. This will be a steal attempt or a quick initiation.
That's a TP back first from Dyrus, and the teleport in
Dyrus
already from Hauntzer. Dyrus will come in now. He was actually getting home guard boots for the team. Throws on the Ragnarok. Doesn't really have a target just yet. Wanted the undertow, and it kind of took him out of the position to keep doing damage. TSM's not able to finalize anything on this.
Another dragon goes to Gravity, and now they are on the run. Can TSM even pick up a single kill off of this?
Doesn't look like it. Just Summoner spells on the backside, moves out, and he's going to keep himself far enough for just some cocoons. And Gravity feels like they actually have positioning to walk teams TSM around here.
Yeah, they know the Ragnarok is down from the Olaf, but they haven't accounted for the rest of the ultimates. Where's the Shockwave coming in? Oh! Beautifully timed rocket jump there by Altec.
They were looking for a Shockwave opportunity originally, but Dyrus wasn't able to get in a good position after he entered.
Yeah, that first
Now
undertow
Lustboy, though,
took him out. Lustboy gets hit. One more Seeker coming in from Keane. He takes down Lustboy. Gravity may not want any more of this. They're still moving forward. Altec gets a little bit of the reset. Now onto Bjergsen. He may be able to finalize that kill. One over onto Dyrus. Here comes the hit from Keane, or Altec onto Bjergsen. Takes him down even with the command.
Right now, Gravity probably getting this Baron uncontested. We'll see, though. Santorin has flash.
Just around the corner. He uses the...
Yep.
He gets it! He's able to steal the Baron! Santorin also gets out! Pretty much
is stop damage or send a dude after him to kill the guy that's out there. There's no reason that should become a 50-50, but it did become a 50-50 because a lack of communication from Gravity allows the steal attempt.
And Baron going over to TSM. We talked about the lack of wave clear. It just blows it out of proportion. He gets it, but he's dead.
This down real fast.
Dyrus.
They're kind of trapped in here. They're going to have to bail at the backside.
Flying in, actually used the true damage over. Santorin stealing everything away for Team Solomid, and this may be the fight they want. Bunny FuFuu is down. That's a bit of that shield that they need to stop these attacks from Dyrus, from Santorin. WildTurtle rockets coming in. TSM still chose a team against that Braum, because they can take the Braum down. That hook coming in from Lustboy, dropping in one, but he also goes down in the same. Wow, great plays coming in right now by Team Solomid, and Keane and the rest of the team down on the floor. Turtle gets lost there as he gets himself too aggressive. Altec goes in, gets himself the distance he needs, but Dyrus still on the fight. Everybody's got miscommunication on in or out right now, and Dyrus still wants to dance. One undertow, he's not going to follow with the second one.
And win a team fight if they can get rid of the tank ball of Gravity. Lustboy, though, caught out.
Oh, that explosive charge is going to take him down. Like you said, Jess, sometimes you don't need to take the hook, but I think that was to save.
They were also waiting for the Scuttle Crab to die down so that they know it's an opportunity. They're just looking for a fight, and they get it.
Keane switches around Santorin. They could still be going in. Dyrus going to teleport on the backside. Home guards. He's on to Bunny FuFuu, focusing the support. He goes on to Hauntzer. Dyrus really doesn't have a target right now, and it looks like he's going to be the one getting hit up. A bit of miscommunication there. Dyrus' teleport home guard was too late. Bjergsen gets taken out. That's the catch control that once Gravity assesses the fight can start picking out priority targets.
And some split focus by TSM right there. There was a big ball of pain moving towards TSM, and Bjergsen put his shockwave on Altec and missed. Yeah. So big loss of a team fight right there by TSM. This time, Keane was able to combo with Hauntzer for a very nice initiation. That's the play they were going for beforehand. And this time they pick up the break.
Hallelujah. Exactly what they need this time.
No Nidalee. They're good.
Swap, so maybe they're just kind of dancing this one out for a little bit.
Yeah, they just want to go for a
Hauntzer
fight.
finds a nice move.
Oh, catch on Bjergsen.
All those shields on Bjergsen actually not even being used there. His summoner's up. should be good for the rest of the fight. A taunt through Dyrus. He should stay safe. The team's not following him, though. Once again, a split. He's trying to make his way out the right now, and the command protect goes on. It's going to be a double shockwave. Moving Hauntzer low, but they get out safely, and Keane's going to be going on a one-man mission around the wolf side. He's met by Bunny FuFuu. We're going to see what can still happen. Turtle flashes out, keeps himself safe. And it looks like Gravity's able to just push TSM around.
We talked about those summer spells. Everybody use your summer spells. Nobody dies.
No deaths.
And it's still going to go. Bjergsen's in flank position, as is Santorin. This type of chaotic fight could favor either team. Nice
double flash taunt coming in. Bjergsen low on mana. Can't get enough protection out this time. All the shields were used, and TSM still stayed to fight without the defenses required. This is going to start being inhibitors. Gravity finally broke the base.
That's their wave clear, and they also have waves pushing the top lane. They can just go up here and take another inhibitor.
Couldn't have been a better
move.
time.
How do you have that whole fight and still have Taunt Flash available, but it's used at just the right time? He finally catches Bjergsen.
They could
2 inhibitors down.
Not everybody.
They're going to go all the way around here. A huge wave in the bottom as well after having a game where no wave was in place. Even past the river, everything is coming in. The banner of command now put on this minion as well to give him a little bit more help. There's the swap, the suppression on Lustboy. He can't even put a box down to put anybody in. And that's the 3rd inhibitor. Did it just happen again? Did this game just get flopped on its head? Gravity this time is going to be the victor on it. The first Nexus turret goes down. Game 2 is going to come through in a 1-to-1 now as we head over to Game 3. And 46.5 minutes in, Gravity take down Team Solomid.
And fight after fight after fight after fight after fight.
Hashtag TSM win or hashtag GV win to @LOL Esports. As always, we'll tally up the votes in just a few minutes as we get into game. And we're going into Game 3. Gravity with a pretty different composition. It looked like it was going to have a hard time winning early game. They keep themselves safe. Oh, they may not, though. Not enough wards to keep themselves completely safe.
Yeah, the collapse is coming in, though, from Lulu and Nidalee. Hauntzer gonna have to run. That's also a
TP.
Got a little too ahead of themselves without really getting an advantage of being in the jungle here. Now being completely pushed out by Team Solomid. 1 undertow hits. That's the ghost on coming in from Dyrus. Will he be able to connect some more? The reckless swing comes down. They are able to get first blood. The turret gold and first blood to Dyrus with 3.
Similar to Game 1. They then rotate as many people as they can towards the bottom side of the map and you look for a turret or kills in the jungle.
They just flipped sides, so.
Yep.
Bjergsen's making the call here. They know that Keane just used his ultimate and he's very low on mana after using that full spell chain. Move getting hit. There's the arrow coming through. It hits Santorin in the face, but does not stop move from.
So really his laning is now being capitalized in a more proactive way. Because previously in the regular season, TSM would have a 10 CS lead on Bjergsen, have the big cooldowns for when the team fights happen. Gravity wants to burst down this dragon, but it's a very strong TSM that can collapse upon them.
There's the arrow to the right. Bjergsen has to move it across. He's going to get 1 shockwave onto Hauntzer there. The rest of the Gravity team flashes through, but they're all slivers of health instantly in the beginning of the fight. Double lift, triple kill for Dyrus. Looking for the Penta. That's going to be a kill for Turtle. It could still be the Quadra. That's a dropping spider. Never going up the spout again. Quadra coming in for Dyrus.
It's just a Dyrus comp.
Yeah, you kill everyone.
Just Dyrus things.
And that was just a TP flank as well, which is something they've hardly been able to do all split long. They get a massive win. 1 Jinx rocket away from a Penta for Dyrus. 7 kills to 0, 8,000 gold. And it's to their own base. The axe just went through everyone. Dyrus is a monster in this fight.
Oh, he juggled it!
There was a Jinx. The super minions off. But it is a very early Baron, and TSM has a lot of people stopping the collapse on the Baron. So
Dyrus
doing it are going to get a little
snuck
low.
around.
Well,
here's the true damage. Ta-da! Unbreakable will that, says Dyrus. He goes chug on for a little bit more. Dyrus still wants to party. He might not want to go too crazy here. He's taking turret shots right now. He's going on a move. Move could come back with a bite, but he does not. And all the focus is on to Dyrus, giving the rest of Team Solomid the chance to fight whatever members they want. The hook in, Keane going down. That's going to be the Ignite. Command Protect was also just coming back at the last second, but unfortunate for Keane. Hauntzer will also fall, trying his damnedest in the fight. And the zap is dodged by Altec as he has no
dragon here. I do want to kind of go back to the game-defining moment here when TSM got the ace within the dragon.
Waiting for a gravity mistake.
Hello.
Oh, speaking of gravity mistake.
Yeah. Ow. It happens. Not even a chance to repel out of that one.
Yeah, Dyrus teleporting in for safety, I assume.
Oh.
Bit of a waste to teleport, in
yeah.
all honesty. They could have used that teleport flank with the Baron. Nice
Altec.
TSM always says they're a different team coming into playoffs. Oh, the four-man wombo combo coming in with Buddy FuFuu. A lot of early damage, but is the finishing damage there for Gravity? They continue to tack on that DPS. One is going to go down. Lustboy falls, but there's a lot of exit here from Team Solo Mid. The rocket comes back through to equalize the fight. Support for a mid. I actually think that's in favor of TSM now.
They just have so much in terms of combat stats on TSM. They only lose one person, and it's the support.
That's the pawn for the queen right there, and you could not be happy with that. You're obviously going to move forward if you're TSM in this situation. Another inhibitor is going to go down. We're over 30 seconds on these death timers, and TSM doesn't even want Gravity to come back and defend anything here. Santorin getting a little too hypey in the situation. WildTurtle looking for another one. Twisted advance, so close to hitting him, and it does. Turtle tried to stop the home guard speed, and he somehow stays alive as well, getting the heals, the shields that he needs. The ace coming in for Team Solo Mid. They just went through the batting order of Gravity.
Yeah, and Keane's back up. Right again. Honestly, though, a 5-man shockwave, what looked like from Keane. I'm not sure if it caught Dyrus on the back end, but to have basically the perfect initiation happen and then still lose the game, end the fight, gotta be disheartening.
Even that the dissonance and shockwave hitting, they can start putting that surplus of items and potions into their inventory. Bunny FuFuu very close to be going down. He does what he can with an arrow on the backside, but there's no unbreakable will. There is actually. He is just getting taken down very quickly. The cow sidesteps, but still goes down, and Team Solo Mid is running amok now in Gravity's base.
Yeah, Shockwave takes down Santorin, but this is such a massive TSM team, Rib. 31 minutes in, TSM with a decisive Game 3 win.
18-4. It was 1-1. TSM put themselves up one game and game point. Who you think is going to take this? How you think the series is going to go? It could be a win for TSM. It could be Gravity keeping themselves in. Just tweet at LOL Esports with the hashtag GVWin or the hashtag safely. Dyrus will return to lane quite well off. 56 to 57 in that CS, and he's got his phage built up. Turtle could go pop, and he does. Kill picked up for Altec. Kind of goal side here to Gravity in their base. See how Altec takes this one. Was that the jump as well coming in? I don't think Altec's going to be able to do it anymore. He was stopped mid-jump there. Gets himself into the brush to deny some vision. Dyrus does not have much movement towards the team. He looks like he's going to get himself in a good spot now. Yeah, move eventually goes down. Dyrus slams him into the wall, and this is going to be a few more kills coming in for Team Solo Mid. They walked that one out ahead as well. Don't want to make a mistake, but it seems like they can just roll through one of these fights. If they are to engage
TP
it.
to the bottom side of them. He has flash. Is he going to go for it? No.
Oh, misses with the house.
Oh,
it's going to be jumps out. Whoa, Lustboy over the wall. That's going to be the house hit, and Dyrus picks up another kill on the game after TSM continues.
Lustboy looking for a play on Altec.
The crowd control train coming down the path. Altec's able to jump out of the way just at the last second to get some big damage missed. And Bjergsen's coming up on the other side. Spirit Rush already used quite a bit ago, so he's picking these up with regular spells. They're going to be able to drop Hauntzer. Too many members of Gravity split up now as TSM is making their way through the jungle. Move wants it again, but they're 3v5 right now. This has to just be deterring Team Solo Mid, but not at all. They actually put themselves in a bad spot, and Gravity goes down now, trying to deter Team Solo Mid for more. Dyrus gnars out at the perfect time. Once again, it's going to be an ace onto Gravity, and Team Solo Mid start to lock this one down 22 minutes in.
Dyrus is more well-rounded team compositions. Dyrus also getting a lot of gank assistance, and now they're just picking up everyone. And look, Bjergsen only comes in at the end of that play. That was a play created by people who were not Bjergsen, and it's ultimately what any team needs to do to succeed, is have multiple threats.
You're talking about having multiple threats. Santorin is now being able to play threats in these series. He was always on the Gragas, the Rek'Sai. 14 out of his 18 games, he was playing those two champions. Now we're seeing him on Italy, we're seeing him on Elise, we're seeing him on these S-tier champions that deal a lot of magic damage.
Easily rolling into the base with this Baron.
And it was a lot different when TSM stole the Baron last time as well. They weren't pushing the inhibitors just yet. Gravity still had some space and breathing room to work with, but not this time. Move. Every time he's in the eyes of Team Solo Mid, he has gone down. We talked about it from game one, that he made a few ill movements. A little bit more difficult from wherever he pulls this energy from. Maybe it's all the fans. He did say he still always enjoys to play for the fans, and they have been cheering quite.
climbing the ladder. I think he's in the top 10 right now. But,
Oh.
not that, he's caught right now, but he's still going to be fine. He just
Or
has
is he?
so much.
Oh!
So much gold.
There it is, the Kansas City Shuffle.
Oh.
He should be all right.
Oh.
No!
Nope.
He's up
Nope.
against the
Nope.
ropes.
Nope.
It's another
Nope.
punch.
Nope.
1-2. He gnars out. They're going to throw in the towel, but no, Dyrus stays alive. No towel to be thrown. 2 kills already. Altec and Hauntzer is down. Buddy FuFuu quickly follows, and Dyrus squeezes tight. He's still alive.
Oh, an unfortunate pause, our first of the series, right at the moment where he gets the huge one. We'll find out what this is about.
Or will we?
Or will we? They're unpausing right now.
It's unpaused.
Or will we?
All right.
Or will we, John?
Needed a
back
moment
into the
to
Everything got quiet.
breathe.
Everything is okay.
Playing again.
Going
We're
for
in.
it. Looks like TSM.
We're back in the game.
They might be ending
That
the
should
game.
be the game after that. Dyrus with a bait right there. Huge tankiness. Gets the Meganar, slams him against the wall. Everyone in gravity goes in. This should be TSM moving on to the semifinals.
Move back. They may have considered did a pause or a check of anything wouldn't help the game. It's going to be ended. Team Solomid running down the tracks. Dyrus, the front of the train throughout the playoffs. And Team Solomid are going to take down Gravity 3-1 in the quarterfinals.
And TSM really powered up towards the end of that series. The first 2 games were quite close, looked sloppy from both sides. But these last 2 games from TSM were very clean. They adapted within the middle of the series, they used their experience, and Dyrus had a spectacular performance.
Every single game in this series, Dyrus was at the head of the charge for TSM.
Wow.
They enabled him, they gave him turret gold, they gave him kills, and they gave him TP priority in the top lane to the point that he was something you can't ignore in the top lane.
So it was an accidental pause coming in, which was why the pause was instantly released as well. Still, we see the game going to Team Solomid regardless of the outcome of that pause, and they would have changed something. What a game coming in from Team Solomid. They said it would be a slightly different team, and we see how that was. Bjergsen back to Bjergsen on utility. Mostly safety of the Lulu. The Orianna as well has been played, but Dyrus on carry. Dyrus on a threat. Back in the playoffs, just like he was previously last season.
And this shows depth of strategy for TSM, something
yeah.
that they have actually been criticized
They've been
for,
lacking it.
that they lack.
Yep.
And now moving forward to play Team Liquid in the semifinals.
Yep.
And locked in their spot in MSG.